Hey all, I'm going to be explaining the Pew Pew zone. Obviously, Cats use this well at Rocktober, so we're going to try and recommit to it this season. So first things first, set up the field. We've got ourselves an end zone. We have ourselves this direction to score. We have a win direction, and we have the red crosses on offense. We have three blue defenders, and we have four green defenders. This is the basic setup. So we have ourselves a chase, we have ourselves an ear, we have a short mid, we have a deep mid, and we have two wings and a deep. What this zone encourages is the use of this space here and dumping, so behind. Obviously, there are deep threat options, but ideally what we're doing is we're trying to trap as much as we can. We're making a big commitment to shutting down throws in this area, and as well as attempting to shut down anything in this particular, going through this particular area, and through that, well, we need the team to communicate and work together to fill the holes that would be created by certain movements of the disc. First, we're going to focus on the front. Okay, so obviously if we have the chase here, the chase's job is to hold the force. In this case, we're doing a hard force, no brakes up the line here towards the windier direction. So we're trying to force them to throw into the wind, basically, making any throws that they have easy as a dodgy aerial throw. The short mid comes in and is kind of like a wall, a one-man wall, shuts down throws that would generally want to go into this area here. The deep mid stands a bit back. They're obviously focusing on shutting down a lot of that space, but can get involved in crashes in this space here, as long as the deep and the wing are talking to that person. The deep mid and the short mid are very, very adaptable. They need to talk to each other. This is what we did well in October. We eventually got used to this, and people started evolving this zone. So that can happen once you guys are creating an understanding and know what you both like to do. So what could happen is the way you function can be slightly different and facing a different direction or whatever, but be aware that you need to communicate. The deep mid has a bit more angle or perspective to communicate the short mid, because anybody coming from over here, coming in here, you can call the crash for them, and in a way, the short mid could be able to talk about any crashes coming up from this side here. So be aware that you can talk to each other a bit. And in the ear is the same as what the ear would do in the airborne. You're stopping that swing. You're allowing the dump. Don't care about this going deep, backward, but you're shutting down anything coming in here, and can get involved in crashes in here as long as this person doesn't get the swing. So if the person's coming in here, rather let the deep mid deal with that in the ear here, unless you've got a definite bid on the disc.